Good afternoon and thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky, everyone. Guess who is back? She brought the cold weather with her. Yes, Katie, how are you?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I missed you guys.
Yeah.
We missed you.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, do you want us
It
to
was
say
nice
we
for
missed
me
you
to be
too?
gone?
Yes,
Okay.
no. Your hair looks a lot lighter now. Now you're away for 2 weeks that it's been done lighter, and now it looks a little lighter even more. I
Oh,
like
really?
it.
Okay. Yeah, I really like it. Thank you, Posh. I wouldn't have thought of
know.
it. So.
Oh, I didn't
looks
think to
great.
thank them. Thank you, Posh. Okay, Katie. So we've been talking about that you were over in Amsterdam attempting a marathon.
The half marathon.
So I want you to know the whole time you were away, we were telling everyone you
Let me
didn't
guess,
actually
you
do
had
it.
no faith in me.
None
that I was
whatsoever.
doing it. Okay, and I
in
did the half
fact,
marathon.
I know you did, but in fact, that we did it for 2 days, and then the minute the show was over, an image of you popped up on Instagram, I think it was. I went, she's been sitting over there watching this show, and now she's proving us wrong. So talk to us a little bit
No
about
way I
your
would pay
trip.
the roaming fees for that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Oh, well,
that's
let's
true.
pop up the photographic evidence. I
Yeah.
did do the half marathon. There I am.
Good for you,
Finishing.
doll.
You look fantastic. How can you
It
just
was
run a marathon
so
and look like
much
that?
Fun. It was so much fun. Well, you should look at the people who did the full. I just did the half. That's 13.1. But people
Is
are
that 31
so
meters?
miles.
I'm joking.
Oh, it's the 21K, I think.
Is
21K.
it? Well, I'm gonna just.
Make fun of me. Go ahead. Okay.
So you're in my office. Oh, hold on. Let's just talk about this. What are we
Oh,
looking
and
at?
then of course
Is
I
that
had to
food?
then treat myself in Amsterdam. The stroop waffles. Have you ever had those?
No.
I've never been to
they're
Amsterdam.
they
What
were
is it?
so amazing. The food was great. They're really thin waffles and sort of a maple syrupy
Ooh.
concoction in
Yeah.
between. I actually did get some to bring back, but then
Did you
I
wake
ate
them
them
on
all.
the
So then I just kept eating. So then these are the two staples of the Netherlands: herring and Heineken. So I
I
went on a
hate
food
herring.
tour
Did you like
and
herring?
had to try that. I just
Yeah.
licked it. I was too
Yeah.
scared. But while in the Netherlands, I guess you have to try the Heineken.
Yes.
Of
So
course.
that
Yes.
was fun. And then I went
that
to
tastes
Paris to
different.
keep eating.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
This
we
is
said
me.
that. We said that there was
And-
pictures of you in Paris. I went, we know she's there. She did the typical tourist photos.
Yeah, I
But
just
that's
went
not
to
a
keep
typical-
eating. And
What's
then
that, a bagel?
a baguette.
Yeah.
A baguette?
I
A
think I
baguette.
ate 10 baguettes and probably 30 croissants. Or what's the
Yeah.
right way to say it? Croissant.
Croissant.
You were teaching me that
You
before
don't
I left.
say tea. Croissant.
Oh, croissant.
Croissant.
Yeah.
Croissant.
Oh.
And
I'm so European
charcuterie.
everywhere.
And then the Eiffel Tower, so this was a lot of fun.
Oh, who's that person with
Oh,
you?
that's my man friend.
Oh, that's your man. I'm so glad you're at an age where one should say man friend.
Okay, or I remember we were talking about that before. I've decided to call him my man friend.
I'm very
Wait,
happy.
she's still under the cutoff, though. Wasn't the cutoff 30?
No,
Oh,
let me
okay.
just say, anyone who spends $6 on a date, it's a man friend.
He spent way more than 6
I know
hours
he did,
here.
but I do want to say, you said to me in my office this morning, I was out doing a live remote, race back in here, and we quickly had a 5-minute chat, and you
Yeah.
were telling me about a video that I said, why don't you show that? And you were taking a video to show us that you actually did it, and then you said, I can't show that because someone was in the audience?
Yeah, on
What
the
do you call
side,
it?
you
On
know,
the side,
spectators.
saying, run faster. Because
Hey, Americans are a little slower, you know? So, of course, I'm just
You did the
mingling
hot
my
shoe
way
shuffle.
through. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when I take the video, just really slow it down because I wanted to show you the evidence. And someone yelled out, run faster. I was like, oh, man.
What is up with that?
I love that.
Oh, gosh,
I
that was
love
probably
it.
you. You probably flew all the way over there just to do that.
But it was a lot of fun. People were so friendly, and it was a good time.
Aw.
So did you think, when I say this, do you think by doing that marathon you could eat what you wanted? for
Yeah,
the
I
next
think that
week?
that was the problem. But I didn't do any more running, and I did a lot of eating.
Right.
So I probably now need to get my
Back into a
button
marathon.
gear. Except for you brought in donuts today.
Well, that
So
was
then
by
I was
accident.
eating a donut.
That was by accident.
Well, I'll
How
tell you,
did-
because I was supposed to be at a meeting, then
Yeah.
I forgot, because I take Krispy Kreme donuts to this meeting every other week, and then I forgot I was supposed to be somewhere else. I got my days all mixed up, had to race back here, get an outfit, get back to Alive. You called me,
Yeah.
and you went, yeah, blah, blah. I went, what? So,
Well,
that's
lucky
about it.
us. But I guess my tour of croissant and donut needs to end.
Did you
No.
just
But
get
you enjoyed it.
Did you just get the baguette and just put the camembert all
Oh,
over it?
yes. Oh, it was so good. And the,
One of my favorite things going there in the wintertime is going across the bridges, and
Yeah.
they have all the side carts and everything there of the roasted hazelnuts.
oh,
And
that's
the-
delicious
yes.
too.
Oh, it's my favorite time.
And then, of course, I had to be the total American. Everyone that was in line for these, they were always American. It's the Nutella crepes, I think,
yeah.
because we don't really eat a lot of
do we
Nutella
have
here.
Nutella crepes here? I'm sure
I
at
mean,
the
we
street
do,
fairs.
but they're just, I don't know if it's as popular, but you go there and you realize you just have to have
Yeah, I
Nutella.
got you.
It was amazing.
Well, welcome back.
Thank
Let's
you.
dive into table talk, everyone.
All right,
Now,
let's
this
do
is
it.
one of my favorite conversations. If you enjoy keeping your room chilly while you sleep, you might just be onto something. According to an article written by the medical director of Charlottesville Neurology and Sleep Medicine, our bedroom temperature can make a huge difference actually in our sleep. Now, he goes on and says that our room should be between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit and will provide the best sleep you will ever have.
That's chilly.
And you know what? I will tell you, everyone, mine's at 69.
Is it?
I keep my house at 69 to 70, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Really?
I do.
I
My
love it.
apartment's at 68.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I need
and
it
this is
chilly.
perfect for you. So let me give you an example. If the temperature goes above 75 degrees or below 54 degrees, it can cause people to toss and turn all night. Hence why when it's dreadfully hot outside, you never really sleep well. Agree?
Yeah.
I woke up this morning at 4 a.m. hot, and I don't know why. Because my air conditioning's on, but I don't know. I had a vitamin B shot yesterday. Maybe that
You
was
should have
it.
come on in for the morning show. You're
I
up.
watched you. Don't worry. And then also it says sleeping in a room warmer than 70 degrees will stop your body from releasing melatonin, one of the body's best anti-aging hormones. Once you're asleep in darkness and our body temperature drops, it releases melatonin and triggers a slight cool down in the body. We take melatonin tablets.
Yeah.
And you also take what's the tea that you drink?
Oh, sleepy time tea.
Sleepy time tea. I love melatonin pills.
Any
Yeah.
chamomile tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to give those to
totally
my son
believe
for
in
a
this. What did you think of that? Do you sleep in a hot or a
You
cool
know,
house?
yeah, I have a warm house compared to this. We keep it at 72, 73.
Really?
Yeah. So, and it's interesting because I don't feel very well rested in the mornings, especially, and I'm getting enough sleep.
Well,
so,
drop
and
the
this has been
temperature.
I know. I'm going to try it.
Do
I'm
it
gonna
for the
try
next
this
week.
Yeah, I'm going to try
And
it
I
for a
just
week.
think, put a doona on, over your, and I only sleep with a thin, I don't have wintry sheets, flannelette sheets.
Flannel.
But I just have a sheet and a doona over
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
So, and I love it. I'd
yeah,
rather
I
be
need to
warm.
be.
Yeah,
I
I'm
need
going
to
to try it. I'm going to cool it down a little bit more and see.
Yeah.
Yours is at, what,
Yeah,
69?
you might be a lot more alert if you did.
Well, and the anti-aging properties on that was what what caught
I'm
my
really
ear.
85. Do you know what I
You're
mean?
85.
I'm 85.
I
Okay.
knew it. I knew it.
Lisa, it's because I sleep in an icebox. We're talking about dreamless.
Yeah.
And do you mean we don't dream, or what's the story?
Well, and it's interesting that we were just talking
Yeah.
about this because it does lead to the
Our
sleeplessness.
producers are doing a job by transitioning.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
They're doing great, aren't they? Apparently, Americans are missing out on sleep and even dreams. Research has found that 1 in 3 American adults don't get enough sleep in general and are missing our dreaming, and which can have dire consequences on our health, and not only mentally but physically as well. So what's happening is that we are not, you're supposed to get 4 stages of sleep every night. We go through these randomly throughout the night. The problem is when we're not getting enough sleep, like for instance, Katie, how many hours of sleep do you get? You're pretty religious about getting your
8
sleep.
hours.
You get 8 hours?
Yeah.
She's not a
Okay.
good example.
Yeah. Now what about,
7 maybe, but never less than
Okay.
7. Never
Yeah.
less
And
than
what
I'm,
about-
7.
I'm always 6,
Yeah.
but I can push to 7.
okay.
Anything more than that, I just can't get going.
All right.
Yeah.
And I get about 7 hours,
Yeah.
and Doug gets typically he gets about 5 to 6 hours a night.
Right.
But what they're saying is that if you're not able to get into the deep sleep and the REM, the REM
Yep,
sleep,
yep.
that you're missing on, it's disrupting your dreaming. You're missing out on dreaming. And dreaming is what's really important for our brains to kind of process negative emotions throughout the day and kind of all the events that go on throughout the day. The dreaming is kind of our brain's way of kind of processing all that. And if we're not getting enough sleep, then we're not getting the dreaming stage, which is, it has an adverse effect on our
But did you remember all
mental
your
state.
Are they saying that you should remember your dreams as well?
It didn't say anything about the remembering the dreams. It just says if you don't get enough dreaming, then it can actually affect your memory, that you will have memory
you've
loss.
got inflammation, pain.
Yes, if you miss your REM sleep,
Yeah.
it can cause inflammation, it can cause pain sensitivity, obesity, and memory problems. So those are the 4 areas that it
Well,
really can
that's all
cause a lot
me.
of problems.
That's me. I'm not getting enough sleep.
Oh,
They're all
wow.
my issues. Pain sensitivity, inflammation,
Oh, no.
obesity, and
Not
memory
really
problems.
obesity.
Well, so you need to sleep longer and you need to sleep colder.
Well,
yes,
Yes.
yes, and then
well,
we'll be good.
I will say to you, I sort of automatically wake up now, even on the weekends. You know,
Yeah.
up at 5:30, 5:45.
I do
don't
too.
know
I wake
why.
up early too.
And I think as you get older, these things happen.
Yeah.
I don't like it, people.
I know.
Because my nonna used to wake up at like 4 a.m. and you'd hear it clanging away in the kitchen.
Well, it depends when you go to bed,
like-
because I get up
Well,
at
she'd
3
get-
during the week,
Yes.
5 on the weekend, and I always get 7 to 8 hours of sleep.
I wish I could.
All right, so this is interesting, my friend. Considering you went away with your man friend, and your topic you want to talk about is marriage sabbatical. Is this something that we need to know about? Did anything happen while you're away?
Well, I was not, I can't be on a sabbatical because I was there with
No, I
him,
know, but maybe...
Maybe I was on a sabbatical from my marriage. No, I'm not
What?
married.
That's what this is
No,
about.
That's
but
what this is
I was
about.
thinking you were bringing this up because you're in Paris and maybe you know he proposed to you or
Oh my
no?
God.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
I'm just fishing, people.
Try.
I'm fishing
Stop.
All right.
from your man friend.
From my man
I
friend.
love
No, he'll
that.
stay man friend. So, I hate you. This was a blog post that I saw about marriage sabbaticals.
Okay.
And this woman was arguing that it's a good way to deal with a midlife crisis. She was saying she's seen couples, her friends, that have decided to take time away from each other, not a divorce, they agree to come back, but you can do what you want in that meantime, whether that's a month, 6 months.
Wait
Is
a
that-
second.
oh,
When you
yes.
say whatever
Yes.
you want, you mean that?
But they say anything. If you just decide to take the time apart, some are having
Ooh.
other sexual relationships. They say it's all above board. If you're honest about it, and
look,
they
I
said
don't
a
mind
lot of
about
times
that.
it's happening in
Europe?
for people in their 40s, 50s, when their parents start to pass away. And that's when you're realizing your own mortality and you get anxiety about never being with anyone else or midlife crisis type stuff. And people are taking, and of course it's just a few people online, but they've said this marriage sabbatical saved them from that midlife anxiety. But I was thinking, I don't know if I could ever decide, okay, for 2 weeks, you can be with someone else as long as you come back.
2 weeks isn't enough.
Or whatever it is, but they
Yeah.
were saying 6 months of
sabbatical?
months of sabbatical.
Wow.
And now these are people that do not have young children. They're either
I
children who are grown
Well,
or don't have
I
children.
just want, because I'm going to take it to sex, you know I do.
Okay.
I just want to know how many people, if you feel like you're needing to have a sabbatical and have part of the contingency will be you're allowed to sleep with whoever, how many people are you going to try and get into that 2 weeks? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. One needs to have a longer sabbatical so you can take it easy. And not be like a
okay.
madman. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got to go. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Well,
you
what
know.
do you think about that? But then they're saying you're deciding that you're
Yeah.
not getting a divorce. You're coming back, but
Interesting. Not saying that that's right for us at this point, but I can see how.
Well, you've almost
that-
had a sabbatical.
I know, kind
Let's
of.
be real.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's been gone, but it does make me appreciate him more now that he has been gone. And when he does get back, I mean, I feel
We'll
like
know when he gets back if
Yeah,
you
I know.
appreciate it.
He might be like, you know what? At least I really like this time
There's
away
another
from you.
tour that's coming up. You know, like. Look, I
Yeah.
also think I'm a big believer in these type of things. Now, I'm not saying that I could mentally
I know.
deal with it.
No.
yeah, I don't think I
And
could.
that is the truth. But I don't think I would want a sabbatical so I could sleep with other people. I think I'd want a sabbatical to have my time. But I've always been a firm believer that in a relationship, it's okay to have another bedroom. It's okay to have another bathroom away from your partner. I've always thought that has been, a good way to have your privacy and your time. I also believe that it's okay to go away without your partner. I've always believed that. But then again, I'm the loneliest gay man in
Yeah,
Lexington.
but then how do you feel if you're not the one asking
So-
for the sabbatical?
I know,
and your
see, that's
partner
the
of
thing.
20 years says, I'm going to leave for 6 months, but I'll be back. Like, man, that would be so hurtful.
I think it would
if you're not the
definitely
one
have to
wanting
be.
it.
I think it would definitely have to be something where it's a mutual decision, where both
But how do you
parties
bring
are
that
like,
Yeah,
at a
how do you
point.
bring it up?
But it's like if you're fighting a lot in the marriage, if you're
Yeah,
at that
yeah,
point, then
yeah.
maybe you can have that conversation.
true.
So
Well, that's a good
maybe
point.
that's the
Avoid
time.
to
I don't know.
avoid
We're just
divorce,
thinking about
maybe.
everything else.
Yeah.
About eating.
Well, we're not married,
No. You're talking more logical. Hey,
try.
okay. Tell us what you think. Head over to our Midday Kentucky Facebook page. You'll see all the links on there. Tell us whether you think we're a little crazy or whether you would actually do a sabbatical as well. Hey, everyone, after the break, we continue to spread breast cancer awareness with all of our friends from Clark Regional Medical Centre. And be sure to stick around also. Later in the show, we'll take a look at some beautiful home decor pieces. Stick with us, everyone. You're watching Midday Kentucky.